Hey y'all, it's Joanna, and I love to DIY on a budget and make beautiful home decor. And if you like to sew, then catch me on Saturdays. Now, let's get crafty. Hi! Y'all don't see me very often. I don't like to be seen. But I want to tell you what we're doing today, okay? And I have my mic attached to my camera, so I'm hoping you can hear me because you're kind of far away right now. You'll be different. My voice will be different, back and forth, louder, and I don't want to do that, but I can't help it. But you're going to need 2 fat quarters, or I'm going to use, if you want to do it, you'll need 2 fat quarters. I picked these up at Walmart, but you can get them at Dollar Tree or anywhere. I've got 2 dish drying mats from the Dollar Tree. Just get whatever you can find. And a dog leash. Yeah, a dog leash. Okay, I want to show you something first, though. Look at this. Y'all, I was in Dollar Tree. Look at this fabric. These fabrics, they're new for fall. If you want to find them, you better go now. They're in the fall decor, not the fabrics. They're gorgeous. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them. Y'all know me. I'm a hoarder. I just get it. And is that upside down to you? Nope. The back is upside down to me. And then I got, of course, I don't know if you want to call it plaid or buffalo check or whatever, but it's just all the colors of fall. And I thought it was really pretty. Like, all these coordinate and match together. It's really wonderful. Now, this one reminds me, and some of you might know, my mother-in-law had a home interior picture. And it was hung up down where we were. In her basement. We lived in her basement for a while. And that's what this reminds me of. So I may end up just putting a frame around it and just having it as a picture. I don't know. You know, like Mod Podge it onto some foam board or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure out something to do with it. But I think I just want to keep it as is without the sticker. Y'all didn't realize I had the sticker on there showing y'all the sticker. I'm such a dork. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me move you so we can do this project, okay? That's why I never show myself, because I'm goofy. But anyways, let me show you. So, of course, my air is on. I'm sorry. I turned my air conditioner off in this room, but my main unit's on. Make sure you get your tags off. And this is just a normal 12 by 18. Now, if you can find the bigger dish mats, that's great. I have found them one time in all of my $5 Dollar Trees, and I've only found them one time. So, yeah. So, what you're going to do is, you're going to take your fat quarter. It'll be a little tote. So, you're going to take this, and you're going to measure your mat out. Put them right sides together. And then just cut around. Now, if you can do a rotary to cut it, good for you. I can't. So, you're just going to take both mats, and you're going to cut around your mat. Okay, so because this is so wonky, you know, I'm going to go ahead and put my straps on. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use this side because I'm not going to use that much. I'm just going to cut this off, save it for future. That's a good, whatever you call those things. Hook. Yeah, we'll call it a hook. So we're going to figure out our handles. That long. Okay, yeah. I'm just going to cut it. So, I'm going to take my dog leash and I'm just going to cut both ends off. Okay? And I'm going to heat seal this whenever I find my lighter. Heat seal this. That way it doesn't fray. See, it's fraying. Don't let it fray. I have everything against me today, y'all. There's somebody mowing in their field over there or something. I don't know what they're doing. Driving me nuts is what they're doing. And then my air won't shut off because it's hot outside. And I turned this air off, so that I got it on in here to help keep the air regulated in there, because this room gets no heat or air. The unit just bypasses this room. It blows so hard it bypasses the room. And it's crazy. So do the same to this end. Don't do it over your fabric though. Back up, back up. All right, we're good. I burnt my finger. All right, now we got to figure out where we want our handles. I think I'm gonna put them, and this thing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 inches long. Okay, so it's 18 inches long. So I'm gonna go, but it's not up here. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 inches, 4.5 inches in, and 1, 2, 3, 4.5 inches in here. Okay, so that's where I'm gonna go. I'm going to take this handle. I'm gonna peel this back because you don't want these to move. Okay, you do not want these to move because you won't know what you're doing. So let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4.5, and I'm just gonna put a pin in there. You can clip it if you want to. That's up to you. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Whichever is whichever way you want it. Now you want to take this and put it under here. And if it's going to get in your way, then just bring it in, put a pin or a clip in it, okay? Pin or a clip just to get it out of your way. Now bring that back up. All right, like that right there. That looks good. And then you're going to pin your top. Now you can baste these down. I'm just going to do it all at one time, and I'll back stitch over that real good. Okay, real good. But you want your right sides together doing this. So this has no right or wrong. So this would be my right side to my right side. So if this was printed, it would be printed to printed. Okay, that's the way you want to sew this. So once I get my straps pinned on, I'm just going to sew across this and make sure I back stitch a couple times over my handles, okay? And that way it secures my handles and I know it's not going to go anywhere. So I'm just going to stitch across both of these right at the top like that right there. My air finally shut off, thank gosh. Thank gosh, whatever. Make sure you clip your strings. Now we have this. I have strings everywhere. I have fabric fuzz. Now I did this with my fabric down and my dish mat side up so the feed dogs could catch the fabric. You do whatever you want to do. So now we have this, okay? Now we're not worried about top stitching anything. We're going to spread it open. Put right sides together. Okay, right sides together. Match them up the best you can because you know it's Dollar Tree stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to box my corners to make it a bag. Okay, so I'm going to box these at the same time. And this is going to be my lining. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to match these corners. And I have a little square here, okay? It's by Fiskars, and that's what I'm going to use. And I'm going to do 2.5 and 2.5. I'm just going to put the whole square down. But if you don't have it, you just put it on there, and you mark over 1, 2.5, put a dot, go 2.5, put another dot. Now there goes a stinking vehicle. Are you kidding? I'm not going to use a rotary cutter because I stink at it. So I'm just going to take a pen and I'm going to mark where my cut has to be. And then I am simply going to snip them out. So on the black, of course, I can't put black on black. So I will use my chalk marker and I'm just going to put these two sides together, two ends, put this on, take my chalk, make my mark, pinch them together, cut them out. And I'm going to do this on all corners, okay? On all my corners. I love cutting this dish mat. I don't know why. It's the sponginess in it. I'm telling y'all, I'm a weirdo, but it just feels so neat when you cut it. Like, I don't know. Let me cut my corners and leave y'all alone. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I clipped this because it's so thick. And you can pin these because they're not thick. They're not thick. So we're going to be sewing this all the way across here, okay? I'm doing all my top stitching later. I'm matching my seams, okay? So I'm going to go in and I'm going to match my seams and I'm going to pin it. Once again, I will probably take my pins out and clip this part just because it is so thick. If you don't have Wonder Clips, you can use binder clips. You can use those pink clips from the Dollar Tree. You can most certainly use those. I need more clips. Okay, so then we're gonna match up and pin this edge. But on this edge right here, okay, we're gonna stitch here. But we're gonna leave that much open for turning, and that's about maybe 4 inches, or at least I think you need a big hole to turn. But might not, but that's just me because I have trouble getting small things through or big things through. I'm not gonna talk anymore. I'm just gonna pin this, okay? Okay, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna sew across this, and then I'm gonna sew down through here, and then I'm gonna sew across here, and then I'm gonna sew to here, back stitch, skip this, start sewing, back stitch, and go all the way down. Make sure you back stitch on all your starts and all of your stops, because that's gonna lock your stitches in. You don't want it to fall apart. Now it might be a little short bag. I don't know what I'm gonna get here. I've never done this before. I could have did it long ways, then it'd have been a tall bag, but then again, by the time I boxed my corners, it might have been a short little bitty bag. I don't even know. Now, you should have something that looks like this. Sewn here. Make sure you clip all of your threads off. You don't want those in your way later. So we have our opening here, but now we want to do, I'm going to box my corners now. So all you do to box your corners is you take these squares, if you can get a hold of them, and I'm going to put my seams together. Now I'm going to flip one to one side and one to the other, and that's just going to help it lay flatter. Okay, so I'm going to put my seams together, and I am using a 14 needle. And what am I doing? And that's just because that's what I had, but I would use a 14 sewing over this thick stuff anyway. So I'm just going to put a pin in there, and I'm going to do this to all of my corners. So if you take these, spread them open, and kind of finger press them out. You don't want to put an iron on this; it'll melt. Just saying. And then I'm not gonna pin it. I am going to clip it. I'm gonna clip it open, and I'm gonna do the same for the other side, wherever that side is, right there. I'm just gonna. You can't see. Pull it open. I am seriously poking myself in the gut with a pin on this other side, but I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it for you. I love you that much. Okay, let me go sew across my things. Ow! Ooh. Got my corners, clip my stitches. Now it's the fun part. Now you're gonna go in. You're gonna stick your hand in there. That's why I wanted a big hole. Stick my hand in there. Grab my corner of my bag, and I'm gonna pull through the hole. Okay, we're almost done, y'all. We're almost done. And this is where it gets tricky. Found a clip. because it's hard to pull through that hole. You can leave the bottom of this open if that helps, but I prefer a side. To me, it's less noticeable and less bulky in a side, but I could be wrong. That's just me, and I'm weird. So let me turn this inside out. Y'all do not have to watch all this unless, I don't know. Yeah. Let me turn this inside out. Let me turn this right side out. It is inside out. I do that every stinking time. Holy socks, y'all. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I ripped my hole bigger. Just a smidgen. Just a smidgen bigger because I couldn't get that stinking thing through there. And I was about to give up. I didn't want to give up. I did not want to give up. This looks like it might be a pretty good sized bag. Like I said, I never knew. I don't know. I've seen these at the Dollar Tree, and I thought they were very pretty, because if you know me, you know I like plaids. And I'm just going to open this up and give it a finger press, because it's very wrinkly where I was shoving this part through here. Okay, very wrinkly. You can iron it if you want to, but I'm just going to finger press it, and the heat from my finger does pretty good. So now you want to poke out your corners, okay? Because this has got to shove down in this other bag here. Oh, go down in there. Lord have mercy, I broke my nail. I broke one yesterday doing my Just Our Imagination challenge. That's going to be interesting. But I broke one yesterday, and now I broke one again. So now what we're going to do is take this. We're going to match these two seams. Oh, I got to cut that. It's driving me bonkers. And we're going to sew across this. Okay? We're just going to sew across this and close this edge up. I will tell you, when I was sewing on this, I had to pull slightly from the back. I have a little brother, so if I can do it on that little brother, you can do it. I promise. Got my side stitched up. Now, shove your red part down in your black part. Or whatever part you got. It depends on your placemat. That's up to you. Now, we're going to have an edge on this. Okay, and that's where the placemat is. I think it's adorable. So we're going to go around here. I might stitch them up like that. That I think would make me happy. So I'm just going to put a clip in this one. And y'all, all my clips are back here. In this other cushion where I've been taking them out. You kind of want this at an even, you know, you want this even. Maybe I'm not going to iron it till I sew it. But I'm going to make sure I get it even all the way through here. And I'm just going to place clips in. Make sure my strap is up. And I'll give it a little clipper right there. I'm going to go around here and I'm just going to top stitch right along this right here. Oh, well, right here. All the way around. Y'all, this could be my iron tote when I go to the sewing class to teach the girls. Perfect fit. Perfect fit. I could also get my extension cord in here and probably some fabrics or, you know, spray, whatever. I love it. I love it. If you wanted to, you could add pockets. You could add a snap to snap this. But that's a pretty good sized little tote. I think it's so cute. It would definitely hold, you know, some groceries if you needed a market tote or something, and it's very sturdy. You know your handles ain't gonna fall off. I love it. I love it. It came out so much better than I thought it would. Sometimes I doubt myself, y'all. I just don't know. I probably will add a snap there, just to keep it from gaping open. Yeah, that's just cute. So if you like this video, you know the drill. Leave me a thumbs up, comment, tell me what you think. You You can leave me a thumbs down if you want to. Some of you do. I don't care. I love you too. It don't matter to me. You might not like it. I don't like everything in life. But anyway, I'm going to stop blabbing. Thank you for watching. And until next time, remember, you are a blessing. Goodbye.